Okay, welcome guys and good evening. In the morning I dropped this video that I made for us using the script I dropped in the group last night. And like I said, before you start any kind of advert, any kind of video making for any kind of advert that you want to run or whatever you want to say, you should first of all write out the scripts, the words that you are going to be saying, and you must make sure that these words are okay. Now, if you decide to use your own voice, is okay. If you decide to use another person's voice, that means you have to use one of those AIs that we did. You can use that. In the next, after this class, the last class I will be handling us on is how you are going to use Morph. There's this software called Morph that I'm going to be using to create a voice, an AI voice that looks closer to a human being's voice anyway. But if you want expressly a Nigerian voice, or let's say black man's voice, Nigerian voice, then you have to record it yourself. In that case, you now have to use an audio editor to edit it to look very, very nice. You know, maybe as time goes on, I might decide to teach us that part anyway. So this is the video animation that I did yesterday, and I used this particular script. Look at it here, this script. So what I did was to divide this script into 9 different sentences, you know, and produced 9 elements. Each of these box here, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, we call this one's element. Now if you look at each one I click, it comes up. Now if I play it here, you can see it's playing now, so I can stop it. Now if you look at each of the element here, like this number 1 element, there is these 3 dots on top of it. When you click it like this, you will see other menu. Now play is there. This play is for me to play that particular element, this number 1 element. Now I can add audio. Let's assume that for each of these elements I want to add different audio, I want to add different voices. Do you understand? Now it is here. Now once I click on it, now look at it, it will say text to speech, or it will say music library. Now if I click on this music library here, maybe I have recorded my own voice, you understand? So I will save it there. I will just click on this music library and go to where I saved it and now copy it, you understand? Then it will now be copied on this particular element. In that case, what I will say is just these words, this write up that is on this particular element, this thing you see saying, are you an internet marketer? That is what I will now use to make the voice note, so that immediately I go straight to add audio, I will select on that voice note, and then I will select that voice note and then paste it there. That is for that part. But in this case, I did not use this method. I just went straight to music here. Then I just selected a music from my own file, which I used to create this particular animation ad. So that is just it. That is it. Now this delete button here, you can delete the music. It is not going to play again. Now I can decide to do a voice note. You can see now I can do a voice note, but this voice note here, for you to use it, you have to be very, very conscious of the fact that, and you have to time it in a way that whatever you say here, once you make the voice note and you read whatever you say here, it won't take time for the next slide or the next element to come up. You also say read that the write up on that particular element like that until you are done with all the elements or all the slides. If it is in PowerPoint, these things are called slides, but on this app it is called elements. It is called elements. So that is that. Now for this number 1 element, let's do some editing there. Now let me start with this text. The text color, you can see the text, the different text fonts. Understand? I can change it to any one I want. Look at it here. Look at them here. I can change it to this Roboto. Roboto is a nice font. You know, this one here is to increase you can see it's increasing as I'm typing, or as I'm clicking on up, it is increasing. It's increasing. You can see that. Then the duration is how long it will take Why this button is the zoom in, is the zoom in and the zoom out. That is this button. So this duration is how long it will delay on the screen. I can also change it to 1 to just a second. Then I go down. It's going to play for only a second. Let's see. Let's play it now. You can see it played for only a second. It will not waste time. So that is for that. Then the next step is for the background. I can change to any color I want to change. If you look at this background now, look at these colors here. From here going this way is black, like that, total black. If I bring it here, down here is total white. You see it now. That is just it. Why this one is the transparency, how transparent it will be. If I move it down here, is totally colorful. If I take it down, it's totally transparent. This way, totally colorful. I bring it down here, then I can select any color I want. The center is white. I just click on it, pure. That is white. So here is the hand. If I don't want any hand, I select this. You understand? Hand will not appear. Look at it. The words will appear by themselves. Only the words will appear by themselves. You see that? I will run, I will climb. So, but if I want any hand, I can select any hand I want. I can decide to use this. Is okay. Then I play it. Look at it. It's off. It's out. Is that clear? So the next one, that is just the basic features of this particular app. Nothing else. Here is the stickers. Like I said yesterday, if I want to change anyone, I can come to character. This is character. These are the pictures under character. This is social media. This is weather. There's just so many of them like that. So yeah, welcome to this part again. You know, when I was teaching us on how to use CapCut, I told us that once you start doing your project on CapCut will be reading the data, and the final video on CapCut is going to be so big, the size, because the resolution that is good that we usually select is 1080. That 1080 is the sharpest image quality and video quality so far. And so if you select 720 is okay, 480 is okay, but I prefer 1080. It gives sharp images and sharp videos, sharp backgrounds. So, but that time on CapCut, I explained to us that you can always export. Usually, when you work on CapCut without exporting it, the size will be the size of your job, of your project, will be very, very big in terms of megabytes. Do you understand? So immediately, I last night I told us that I'm going to tell us a way to reduce the size instead of to use a video compression, which will make the video quality to be bad. The best thing to do is to use another application. And so since I just devised this means myself anyway, this method, and I've been using it since I've started my video editing career, and it's been perfect. When you create a video finish, this animation video, or from any other application, you can export that video to take that video to your CapCut, and then from there you export it. It will reduce the size. Now let's take, for example, this one down here. The last video here, I just did it tonight, just now, and it is 49.68 megabytes. Now this particular video, now I'm going to open it as a project on CapCut. Now I click on new project on CapCut, I select that video, then I add. Now this is the video. Let's confirm that this is the video. Let's play it. Okay, welcome guys, and good evening. In the morning I dropped. You can see now that this is the video. So the next thing I will do is just to click on export button here. This arrow that is pointing upwards at the top right, I'll just click on it. You see the quality is 1080p, so it's a high quality. I just click on it this way. Then it starts exporting. You start exporting. You can see it's exporting. It's exporting it. Once it reaches up to 100%, you're going to see that the size will reduce from 49 to, let's say, 12 or 13 megabytes, which is very, very okay for any person to download. So that is how you can reduce the size and still retain the quality of any video that you create. So I will see you later. I will see you guys later.